Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. How's it going, everybody? I'm really excited that tonight is the pilot episode of Dumb Dingleberries. I'll probably join up with them sooner and very, very soon. But I'm really excited to see what we have planned and all that. So I'm just excited. So we got that rolling and going along. But I want to talk about what happened last night on SmackDown. I want to talk about a moment that happened in the digital exclusive. If you go to WWE's YouTube channel, in a digital exclusive of a special moment, and I'm going to talk about that afterwards. And so here we go. This took place in the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. And Paul Heyman addresses the Mohegan Sun crowd, and then Sami Zayn ended up appearing right behind Heyman. He said, well, Roman don't have to worry about Cody at WrestleMania because I'll be the one to take him down. So it seems like Sami Zayn is still trying to find a way to get back at the bloodline. But there was a situation where Jimmy Uso was on his phone and trying to contact his brother because they had a tag team title defense against the winners of the tournament, Braun Strowman and Ricochet. So Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and the rest of the Brawling Brutes are getting fired up with an elderly attendant standing there yelling banger after banger, and the guy's saying it was really a cool moment when they said, it's really a cool moment though. Share a moment with just an elderly attendant just standing there, banger after banger, and they're fired up, they're ready to go. As they decided to face Hit Row, the team of Ashante Diadonis and Top Dollar, who's been getting a lot of flack because of his attempts to fly as of late. And Top Dollar was on his Twitter account promoting Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How cool is that? I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's a really cool cereal if you think about it, I was like, what? But I'm sure a lot back. Well, how come you never promoted Bootios? Anyways. McIntyre and Sheamus did win the matchup, but the Viking Raiders interrupted McIntyre and Sheamus' victory. They said names have been called for sacrifice, and both Eric and Ivar mentioned McIntyre and Sheamus. McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders is going to be another fight. Let me tell you something. I believe this is going to end up being a major brouhaha. And probably if they decide to do this at WrestleMania, it's going to be to the point where it's going to really go over the level and go over. I think it will culminate at WrestleMania in some kind of big brawl. And if it goes, you're talking about those two big monsters in the Viking Raiders and Drew McIntyre and Sheamus together. Look out! I think it's going to be on like Donkey Kong for sure. And then Karrion Kross and Scarlett did cut a promo, and Karrion Kross says he will win the Fatal 4-Way, but he'll take out Rey Mysterio. So, and Jimmy Uso continued to try to contact his brother Jay. Didn't work. And Lacey Evans took on Cameron Harris, or known as independent wrestler, very popular, Becca. And Evans did win the matchup with the patented Cobra Clutch that she adopted from Sergeant Slaughter, the WWE Hall of Famer. Paul Heyman asked Jimmy Uso, hey, did you contact your brother? No, but our match is coming up next. And he goes, hey, you can defend the belts with us. Paul Heyman's like, no. And then Jimmy Uso had faith that, Jay will be here. And then Sonya Deville was complaining to Adam Pearce. Then Chelsea Green interrupts Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. She's complaining like, oh my gosh, this poor guy's going to get... I feel bad for Adam Pearce in this situation because I would have screamed, ladies, 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 ladies. Cut it out. Or just hold up an air horn. That's what I would have done. Air horn. Shut it. You two are teaming up against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez tonight. That's what he said, and that's official. So, and the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Ricochet and Braun Strowman came out as a team, but then Jey Uso came by himself. But Jimmy Uso came by himself, but then Jey Uso came down Shield style almost, and the two hug. We'll get going. Then but the Usos, despite the situation, did retain the titles. I got a feeling that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens may end up winning the tag team titles. If Sami Zayn does not win the Undisputed Universal title Elimination Chamber, look for him and Kevin Owens to become tag team champions. And then Rey Mysterio did cut a promo on the Fatal 4-Way saying he's going to win it, but he's going to knock off Karrion Kross on the way. And then the Usos celebrating. Jay walks away again, and what's up? He said nothing, And then Natalya came out addressing the Mohegan Sun crowd about the Elimination Chamber and decided to trash up Shayna Baszler because what Baszler did to her. Baszler comes out, and then Ronda Rousey ends up coming out. And then both Baszler and Rousey did attack Natalya. And then Shotzi came to Natalya's aid, and that will lead to a tag team match next week as Shotzi teams up with Natalya to go up against Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. So Jey Uso then met up with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn said, "Listen, thanks for having my back and all that." But I got a hunch when Sami Zayn's about to win the title, I think Jey Uso will betray Sami Zayn to prove that blood is thicker than water. So if I were Sami Zayn, I wouldn't trust Jey Uso either. But Jey Uso, and then Megan Moran interviewed LA Knight, and LA Knight says, "I'm moving on, even though I lost. I'm moving on from Bray Wyatt." And because it's all about me, LA Knight, yeah. Then the women's tag team matchup, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez took on the complainers, as I like to call them, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, which Morgan and Rodriguez picked up the victory. If Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green stop running their mouths and focus on their skills, maybe they will be one-day champions. Right now, they're too busy yakking and running their mouths and complaining. That's all I'm going to say about that. Then Madcap Moss, along with Emma, cut a promo about the Fatal 4-Way and how Madcap Moss says he's going to change it up a little bit. And Emma presented him with, I'll tell you one thing, and they're in real life, that's even the cooler part. So having that relationship is really, really cool. And then Michael Cole sit down interview with Charlotte Flair. Michael Cole asking her about how she feels about Rhea Ripley challenging her and all that. Charlotte Flair tells a story about that situation, and then she said that she will be ready this time. And she hopes she was, because the reason why Rhea Ripley wasn't ready for Charlotte Flair because she was green at the time, and in Charlotte Flair's opinion. But now, I think it's Rhea Ripley's evolved obviously with Judgment Day and all, and I think it's going to be something. And the Fatal 4-Way, Karrion Kross, Madcap Moss, that rhymes, Kross and Moss, versus Santos Escobar, Rey Mysterio, and of all people, Madcap Moss has won the matchup. So next week he'll be challenging Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And it seems to me that Madcap Moss is the future. But we will see if that's the case next week, if Madcap Moss is the future. All right, now NXT level up now. Sudu Sa is out, and Blake Chadwick, who's been doing a lot of indie work in wrestling, is in. He'll be known as Blake Howard. He joined Byron Saxton as he makes his debut. Tank Ledger went on one-on-one with Kale Dixon, and Ledger did win the matchup. Kelly Kincaid took on Axiom, as he says Cripps is good, but we'll find out who's better. So. And Danny Palmer went one-on-one with Last Legend. Last Legend ended up winning the matchup. And Axiom took on Scripps, a battle of masked men, which Axiom did pick up the victory. All right, before I end the video, I want to talk about the moment that I was going to tell you about. It was a moment after the Fatal 4-Way. Fatal 4-Way matchup, main event. Rey Mysterio, who lost out on the match, obviously, was slamming his gloves down. He was feeling very frustrated, feeling very upset. Santos Escobar pulls up a chair, sits next to him, talks about how he grew up watching Rey Mysterio. and how good he is. And his father even told him that's Rey Mysterio is going to do big things and all that. And Rey Mysterio was very young, and he's telling the story. And then he goes, out of respect and honor of my dad, I want to present something with you with respect. He presented one of his masks, one of his own masks to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio goes, I remember you telling me that story, and I cherish it within my heart. As you did what you did for me out of respect, I do for you. He gave Santos one of his masks. And this was a very beautiful moment in Lucha Libre. If you don't understand Lucha Libre, masks are a very secret thing. And for them to handle as a sign of respect, and they hugged, and they clasped hands, they hugged. Rey Mysterio gave him a kiss, like on the cheek. That's a Latin moment right there. It's not a Latin moment, but it's a moment in Latin history. The Lucha Libre. It was a beautiful moment. I liked it. I'm hoping we need Legado del Fantasma. Before they left NXT, they were face team when they had Elektra Lopez, but this time it's Zelina Vega. I think if anything, it'll take the alliance of Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, if that comes to fruition, to wake Dominic up. I think Dominic needs to freaking wake up to what what he's doing here is basically disrespecting and disgracing his father's legacy of Lucha Libre. And I have a lot of respect for Rey Mysterio, a lot of admiration. This guy is still can go. I mean, he won the Royal Rumble 2006, won the World Heavyweight title. He was WWE Champ, Intercontinental United States Tag Team. He's held all the titles. And Santos Escobar, he says he wants Rey's legacy. He says, doesn't mean I don't want your legacy, but I think Santos Escobar can go beyond Rey's legacy. He is a very a talented athlete, and when I saw that moment on the digital exclusive, go to WWE's YouTube channel and check that out. It was a beautiful moment, and Lucha Libre is probably one of the most sacred sports in Mexico, and for Rey and Santos to do what they did, it was totally awesome. It was a beautiful moment, and it's an alliance between Rey Mysterio. Maybe Legado del Fantasma can benefit from Rey Mysterio's guidance and wisdom, and that will make Santos Escobar even better. And I believe Santos Escobar will get better and better and better. Some say that Santos Escobar is the future of Lucha Libre. I say he's the here and now, because the man knows his stuff, man. And Rey Mysterio is doing something, is really, really, bringing it back. And just having Legado del Fantasma's face, I say let's go for it. I say we go for it. Zelina Vega would not back down from Rhea Ripley. I think Zelina Vega, she may be small, but she is very, very vicious. She's a former she's a former women's tag team champ, for God's sakes, and she won the Queen's Crown tournament. So I believe that Legado del Fantasma will benefit if Rey benefit from the alliance of Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. They listen to Rey. I'll tell you one thing. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro can come to Rey for wisdom, and you know what? That's respect right there. Santos Escobar. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. And just to see that, I say, well, let's let Santos and Rey. Let Rey join the Judgment Day. Hey, I need help. Judgment Day's going to have to expand a little bit, because, you got, if Rey joins them up, it's 4-on-3, and you add another member of Judgment Day, make it, it will be something. It will be something. I'm telling you, it's right now, and I think this will be a wake-up call to Dominic. So we'll see what happens. I just loved, like I said, it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful. I was trying to explain when Rey kissed Santos Escobar. I think that's the Latin way of greeting and love right there, and just to show a sign of love and respect for Lucha Libre, for the business, and I'll tell you one thing: who better? Santos Escobar, Rey Mysterio. Let's get them join forces. Legado del Fantasma could be stronger, and they'll be very popular too. And I think that's my personal opinion. Like I said, Santos Escobar is the here and now of Lucha Libre. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care if people like him or hate him. I think he's the here and now. It's really, really cool to see that. And Legado, I think they've gotten stronger with. I think they're getting more better. They're getting a lot better with Zelina Vega now. Elektra Lopez, I know she's got a lot of work, but I think she. And then if she goes on the main roster, she may rejoin her Legado brothers in battle, and have her and Zelina be a tag team, and be the women's tag team champs. Damage Control's been having a death grip on those times for long. Who knows? So I say, it could lead up to WrestleMania. I'm just want to see what really happens from here on in. It'd be really cool. It was a beautiful moment. I thought I'd talk about it a little bit because it was a beautiful moment. It was an awesome moment. Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar exchanging masks of respect and honor. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be something to look out for in the future. So I'm totally excited about it. Well, that is it for episode 358 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Next episode, I got AEW Rampage waiting in the wings for sure. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.